a refreshing day. Listen to Epic Radio. So refreshing.
Good morning, Freetown. Good morning, Sierra Leone, and warm greetings across the globe, whether your time is on this morning, afternoon, or evening. You're most welcome to the Epic Morning Show, your trusted show for credible information, thoughtful analysis, and daily inspirational messages. So today is Monday, the 25th day of August 2025, and I'm your host, Hyphen Julius Lee. I'll therefore be with you for the first segment of the Epic Morning Show. We are broadcasting live from our studios at 54 Ilkot Road, Freetown, Sierra Leone, and also on frequency modulation 99.3. You can also watch us live on Select Television channel 37, stream worldwide, Radio Garden, and of course tune in via Choice FM. That's of course one in a distant part of Freetown. And also you can join the conversation at our Facebook live page at Epic Radio 99.3 FM. So as per usual, thank you very much for choosing us this morning and for making us be part of your morning schedule. The Epic Morning Show, it was 30 minutes program we thoughtfully divided into two interactive segments, and on the first segment of the Epic Morning Show being your motivational message of the day, breaking news highlights, hot topic of discussion where we bring you guests to discuss on critical issues that demand some critical answers. And towards the end of the program, we invite your calls when in relation to the topic we're going to deal with in the program, and also we take a look at our message that we're going to send via our Facebook live page at Epic Radio 99.3 FM. Entertainment and sports wrap the first segment of the Epic Morning Show, and in the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, review the front pages of our newspapers and also invite analysts to break down and analyze the major stories that will be making the headline this morning. So our topic of discussion of this morning: healthy youth, health nation, building resilience through mental health, lifestyle, and of course well-being. So that's what we'll be discussing in the program this morning. So keep the next 12 hours 30 minutes with me. Initially I don't say 12 hours 30 minutes program, so I'm going to say keep it epic. We'll go for a short break, and when we come back we'll take a motivational message of the day. Stay tuned. Our morning's message for today is quite simple, just a simple one for you this morning. I mean, the greatest investments you can make is in yourself. So nurture your mind, body, and soul. The greatest investments, just invest in yourself. I mean, mind, body, and soul, and shape the way you think. I mean, your thoughts is very much important. So just use this today being the 25th day of August 2025. This is our morning's message for today. Stay tuned.
If you know me party, if you know me bestie, if you know me ride or die, come make me jolly jolly. If you know me party, if you know me like this, like that, like this, like that. Life is not a game. I don't want that.
Orange money go to good. Don't come for you. Businessman and businesswoman, don't come for you.
This time again, the delivery guy no dey give me all the money, and I dey lost track of all my payments them. How I suppose for one business like this?
Why you not register for Orange Money Kotoku?
Kotoku?
If you get small business na salon, this
now you chance for make you upgrade am. Orange Money they introduce Kotoku na business line for all business them. Whether you na cookery seller, trader, barber, bike man or keke rider, this now una chance for receive payments directly to your Kotoku wallet from your customer them. And the best part now, Orange Money go pay you commission for receive payments that you Kotoku wallet. Cash out for free now any Orange Money office, franchise or kiosk point. Kotoku wallet now your business in better one. For register for Kotoku wallet, dial #144 *8*10#.
I say Orange Money Kotoku, don't come for you.
Switch up, no more long line.
Now the switch don't come so. Anytime you day, you can now use the salon payment switch for send and receive money. It's easy, it's fast, and it's so reliable. Move your money anytime where you want, from one bank to the other, from your mobile money to your bank account, from your bank account to mobile account. I say the check no need for mature again. In order to take 3 days again for you flex. All just the apping one time. As you tap, it go just like that. Yeah, just like that. So pay somebody how you want. Pay salary easy one. Receive your lunch now. All on the salon payment switch. For able use the switch, go na bank or your mobile money agent for link your account to your NIN.
One nation, one switch, make we grow. Salon payment switch, not the future show. Tapango, make it flow. Switch on, salon way.
Alright, welcome back to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM. And of course, welcome to our breaking news highlights. And joining me in the studio this morning is Usman Ibrahim. Usman, good morning, and what's breaking in the show this morning?
Good morning, Ivan. Good morning, listeners and viewers. Let's go straight now into the details. The government of Salon don't put on hold the launch of a reportedly $2 million motorcycle factory, the Balma Motorcycle Assembly Factory. Now the police, with the spokesperson of Jagaban, where and the post way they sponsor this project, accuse the police say they obstruct the process at the last minute and not be agreed for talk to reporters them on the ground. And this now reportedly the second time this process can be stopped by the government.
Well, we just wish for statements from the police. Why they stop or they put on hold this particular project? As you rightly say, this is the second time, but people of this country may want to know, because if people want to invest in the country and then the police will decide for put a hold and probably hold on that, then you may want to know, you may actually get interest for know which are the reason.
This comes to whether the government supports a monopoly in trade. The only person, I think the only company will get to be the exports, the imports, apologies, then motorcycle factory, whatsoever, assembly plants today. Now Shalima, I think that's again, if we not get a competitive market, we're not going to see the price of motorcycle like keke, like bike, them be cheap in the market. We all don't see the benefits them way a competitive market they bring to an economy. For example, in the area of top up and data, we see that one company don't reduce the data, other company back one for reduce the data. So with the competitiveness day in the market, it help out the people. So monopoly in trade, now we just see a salon and it has to stop. Many say.
Well, I don't want us to put so many thoughts into this. We need for the side of the police. Probably then get then reasons. I just believe say just for be like how just you put someone for staff another party, not for be competitive or whatever. But let's see which will be the outcome and which then will say at the end of this.
Okay, let's move ahead now. The just released political prisoner of the APC, Comrade Alpha Sheriff, where people they call APC Sheriff, where the government free over a week ago, they received one big welcome from the people na Bombali and Briowa. The community be jubilate with him with celebration and show them loyalty to Mr. Sheriff Telgo thank you, and also express gratitude to APC leadership, especially Honorable Cherikoko, for the role where they play for secure and release Now, I don't pledge say he will remain strong as one soldier of unity and progress, and promise he will work with the party, the APC, to make sure say they win the 2028 elections against GSLPP.
Well, I think let me just bank on the words unity and progress. I mean, putting people together or bringing people together and also remain peaceful.
Unity within APC so need right now.
Definitely the party need them, but though I mean some sort of other quarters of the APC go on for tell you say they are still united, but I mean it's no secret that the APC party is still divided. So one for see him, I mean, though he shape himself and try to work in a progressive way for see how well to them you wouldn't believe that the APC will come to power 2028.
I mean, it's commendable that they talk about unity, and many a times we expect people and we don't spend so long in prison for the lash out in anger at the government after doing this, but speaking about unity there and saying that it will come together within party, we'll make sure say the party be united ahead of the election in 2028. It's commendable.
I believe it's what we need.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, Usman Ibrahim Mara, for the breaking news highlight, and stay tuned again tomorrow for another edition of breaking news segments on board Epic Radio 99.3 FM. We'll go for a short break, and when we come back, we'll go deep into the topic of discussion this morning. Stay tuned.
Don't come for you. Businessman and businesswoman, he don't come for you.
Give me change. I die in a hurry.
And not get change. Where you can next time?
Epic Radio. You get problem with me because always where they can so you go get issue with me. It's either me money go short or you go take forever for make you count me money. And today you say you not get change, but I they see other people and they come and always they left without any delay.
No, I not got no problem with you. That one and they pay me na me to pull it.
Kotoku, now the easy way for customer for pay merchant direct from the Orange Money wallet, fast, secure, and no need for physical cash. Whether you are for shopping, for buy food, or for pay for service there, just pay direct to the merchant in Kotoku wallet and avoid all the stress. It's simple. Open the Orange Money wallet on the Maxit app, scan the merchant in QR code, enter the amount and send, or dial #144 *42# and follow the step there.
Kotoku with Orange Money, easy payment, happy merchant, happy customer, and no cash wahala. Terms and conditions apply.
Businessman and woman can go join the Kotoku. Orange Money Kotoku.
You dey look for the best betting experience? Register with 1xBet today and enjoy 200% bonus on your first deposit to 2,300 new loans. Yes, double your money right from the start. Go inside 1x game for fine casino games, card game, and boku other thing them. All them 1 year design for make you enjoy and win big. Or you can bet on sports events them like football, basketball, tennis, and boku other one them with live updates and competition odds for give strength to the game. It's easy for start. Register by phone or complete your registration with valid ID card. But not forget for screenshot your account for use them later. Deposit and withdraw you winning with Colat. We use Orange Money, Afri Money, 1xBet Cash, MasterCard or Visa Card. 1xBet are the official sponsor for La Liga, Serie A, League One, and the Confederation of African Football. So no now say you don't have good hand. Join 1xBet today and join the winning journey. But remember say you need for bet responsibly. 1xBet, your world of betting.
All right, and welcome back to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM, Slick Television, Channel 37, Radio Garden, Choice FM, and of course, the one within a distant part of Freetown. Self-listen to me through Choice FM. And so our topic of discussion this morning, healthy nation or healthy youth, healthy nation, and of course, building a resilience through mental health, lifestyle, and of course well-being. So that's what we definitely talk about in the program this morning. So we just mind way back, and if you actually remember, International Youth Day was celebrated on the 12th of August 2025, will mark 25 years down since the celebration of the commemoration started off in 2000, and initially the decision became up in 1999, and the commemoration or celebration, to put it that way, starts on the 12th of August 2000. So it's 25 years down the line. And of course, we want to look at how important youth can be in different countries them, and also highlight the importance of empowering young people. I mean, to thrive, contribute, and of course, to actually contribute positively to our society. So Sierra Leone has been, when you look at we population, people want to agree with me, spinning from the 2015 census, housing and population census, below 25 years, we get 62% of the nation's population below 25 years. And of course, from the youth age, it's about 15 years to 35 years. If you look along that particular side A, and 15 years to 35 years, to put it that way, and you have close to 60 to 65% of saloon population, I mean, are young people them. And correct me, probably at some point you want to spin it at 70%. So in that 70% there, I will tell you 81% of them, the reason why I bring this, because this is so much important, 81% of that percentage they were bringing, now woman them, and 79%, of course, it's generally, we all know say woman, of course, them boku pass manner. So, I mean, we want to look at how healthy is our youthful population, or waiting would make youthful population be healthy. I mean, talk about how strong they should be in terms of nation building, and let's talk about how they're living. Is it like we youth then to live a positive lifestyle? I mean, look at youthful population, our mental status. Remember, some people want to believe that, I mean, personally, some people thought, how did they think about things? How did they analyze? I mean, it's kind of like weak. So people want to believe that our mental health is kind of like being questioned, whether it's economical issues, therefore due to personal belief or whatever. It's something we tend to find out in the program this morning. So that's what we are looking at in the program this morning. I mean, how would we build a healthy nation? In as much as we're 70% of the population of close to 8 million, more than 8 million, to put it that way, how we will develop the country, which will be the mindset of a youthful population. I mean, how we will change the narrative. So this is what we're going to discuss in the program this morning. So if you're a youth, a young person out there, you can get close to your radio, because we get some people of we don't deal with young people over the years for coming and explain waiting on me the problem and how we will solve this problem, and how we will get a positive or healthy nation with youth included in whatever thing we do. So we expect to get in the studio Edward Mundaja, of course, in a member of Mental Health Champions Network Sierra Leone, and also Michael Tambakumba, the CEO Anti-Drug Abuse Initiative Campaign Sierra Leone. So now then, two people I would get in the program this morning. So now going on side, I'm going to listen shortly into the show. Stay tuned.
Although I want that, it's about finding somebody we go hold you down. Sometimes when I wake up, I don't even wanna talk to nobody. If you know me auntie, if you know me bestie, if you know me ride or die, come make me jolly jolly. If you know me party,
now you get.
If you know me bestie,
Now you get.
if you know me ride or die, come make me jolly jolly.
Baby sharp, baby sharp.
When I move, you move. When I move, you move. When I drink, you drink. When I move, you move. When I move, you move. When I move. When I drink, you drink. When I move, you move.
Yeah, when I move, you move. Follow me step to team and also let you run take Okada simultaneously. So before they go, keep the goal safe. That make her they call you Nana. Yeah, but you damn respect, bo. I don't buy the blow where you let, bo. So not forget the thing where I tell you decide where I come or it's sweet what I net, bo. So.
All right, and welcome back to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM, and of course, League Television Channel 37, Radio Garden, Choice FM, and our Facebook Live page at Epic Radio 99.3 FM. And joining me in the studios this morning, I got Edward Jar, from a member of the Mental Health Champions Sierra Leone. Edward, good morning and welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
Good morning.
And also with me, I got Michael Comba, with the CEO of Anti-Drug Abuse Initiative and, of course, Initiatives Campaign Sierra Leone. Michael, good morning and welcome to the Epic Morning Show.
Good morning.
Nice having you both this morning. So, Edward, last start off with you. How do weekend be look like this morning? How do weekend be look like, sorry?
Well, it look hectic, but fulfilling.
Okay.
I'm grateful that I'm able for day up this morning for go about life and I'm able for cope with the stresses of life this morning.
All right, Michael, what about you?
I'm saying look ethic and cause me normally can deal with people and don't this long.
Okay.
The one out but glory be to God because they will make it there this morning.
All right, so we got some very important topic for discourse. First, let me start off with you. Edward, we want to talk about from the mental health of side where you come out from. I mean, let's talk about I know people go on here about mental health, but I mean people listening, I mean to you for the first time may want to know. Some people go on for put and say not a fan of radio, but today they are fortunate, they are lucky to be part of this discussion. Let's talk about mental health.
Mental health, they talk about your total well-being. They talk about your emotional well-being. They talk about your physical well-being. They talk about your thought life. Your ability for able for cope with the daily stresses of life and still thrive now in a mental health. Normally, when we talk mental health, generally it be interpreted as mental illness. But the word na health.
Yeah.
The mental way before in short name na health. So now the wellness of the individual, talking about emotional and psychosocial.
So basically, if you are stable, you're mentally healthy.
Well, stability for me, I want for free for use the word stability because.
Well, let me give you if you been function well. I mean, the way you think, the way you behave. I mean, so it's described.
If you're able for cope with the daily stresses of life. For example, you wake this morning, if you not get a car, you dey strain forget motor car or bike for come outside you dey come. All that in a stress there. But when you get a mental health problem, that challenge where you can face every morning for go work or for go school or for go do your business, it dey monitor you more than how it can monitor you when you okay. So for me, you able for cope with the daily stresses of life, emotionally, mentally, psychologically, socially, economically. Now they make you say you are mentally healthy.
Okay, so if you're not, that means your mental health is questionable.
If you the struggle for overcomer, it means you get a mental health problem.
Okay, so let's go deep into this. I mean, I was thinking, I mean, yesterday, if waiting can be the reason why you feel like some people not actually able for cope with, I mean, daily problems that they happen in their life.
One, we get societal problem.
Okay.
Some community the way you dey born and come where you better. Community where don't exist over 50, 60, 100, 200 years ago. Tell you say that you know the first speaking or girl picking or boy picking where you don't get degree from that. So that society they get a culture. Also, the home domestic issues go affect you. It can lead to that. Economic issues. If you think say you don't learn whether skill or formal education, you able for do something now and you just the faint thing for do, you're not able for lay your hand on it, you can be frustrated. It can lead to that. So unemployment also, and unemployment leading to economic challenges can cause that. But also the food then where you dey eat or smoke or drink. So if you dey take things then we get psychoactive substances, if it not fit you or sometimes so you take them pass mark, it go cause you it go disable you for able for cope with the daily stresses of life. Another thing also now governance and policies around. You know, say now we country where Africa in general, but we country specifically, young people they not of people they look up to for take up responsibility. It has more been of lip service than actual integration of the very people we think say the trend of the society.
We want to agree with me like President Julius Maada Bio try in a direction there. I mean, employing young people.
I like the word try.
But it's a
Anytime
process.
when you say self in your estimation about yourself, you say I don't try. It means you give room to yourself. Say you could have done better. Because I know they expect the president or this government for achieve all things, but also they expect them for do more.
Yeah. All right, I'll bring in you, Michael. I mean, you get for look at the drug side of how we youthful population don't they? Well, I don't want to use the word commit themselves in forcefully. I mean, going to drugs. I mean, because at some point, well, if some people in mental health not tend for be stable, then it can one for going to drugs and all. So let's talk about your organization and let's talk about drug itself.
Basically, my organization they deal with people with the battle addiction, and you know, so addiction is a big word.
Okay.
Where you know they on drug abuse, they don't know that aspect back because somebody can addict to other things, but we mainly focus on the drug. And I take notice most of the youth they're back on this drug because of unemployment. Like me what I try to say, mental health. Mental health not only an illness, it's something we able to control, understand? And some people they involved into this drug abuse because of peer pressure.
Okay.
So the rate at which they say the youth man they embark on this drug, I believe the main that because of unemployment and peer pressure. Yeah.
So how not only try for change this mindset, because we don't get people in out, they will tell you that in as much as people want to believe or we put it that way that work no day, but you can create a job for yourself. How not only change this mindset of young people?
To me, young parts actually, I can go down to the slums and get it up with them because I believe so everybody gets a story. I am back on drug. So, and the one thing where I feel say we lack first in this country now the skills training there, and we don't really say the government gets so many rehabilitation center. If you pull somebody from drug abuse, you need for get a job, no matter what, because you get the job for making a bull work, for making not go back to outside come out. You understand? So if job not there, I like it don't there for the past how many months, there are chances there for they relapse back. Like me working remove them from the drug abuse, I can try for get them side or self go like skills training and so maybe go join for
Self-employed.
Self-employment,
Continue, go ahead.
Yeah, some can go for go learn for make car. If na woman, I go try for and pay for and make it go try for learn skills for make cake and all. Yeah.
All right, Edward. I mean, this gets to do it about our mindset, how we they accept things them as youth. I mean, when you go at the street of Freetown, you want to believe that I mean, we future leaders them of tomorrow. I mean, when you see the lifestyle of youth, you want to say we're living in a sad generation. And in as much as you say in government they try, and we look at one part the plans the way government get is about providing 500,000 jobs by 2030. I mean, in a 5 years, I mean, from 2023 to 2028, 5 years time. I mean, for giving 500,000 jobs. But our concern here is how we youth actually ready for taking such challenge.
You know, every job get a requirement for achieve, even for go sweeping a street. You no go there, you no get wishbone, you get spinal cord problem. Then you apply to city council or who, whatever body say, I want to be part of the one that way they clean the street. How you go to for sweep? It could be a problem. And now even then one way they take nanny, they also they ask for requirement because you go one for left sit down on side. If you know they, you call you nanny say so person they can with this or they can't take this. You able for think and deliver. Where you in house, where you in your office or wherever you find yourself. I think say the issue of the qualification don't be a challenge. Let me brother rightly say, if the people not get the skill for enroll them into available jobs, it will be a problem. So in as much as we get issue with the availability of the job themselves, for we the few or we the plenty, we get some level of qualification. There is also problem with qualification of individuals for even apply for the job. So what are they try for arrive at? The first mandate of HED current president will be human capital development. But we don't see a situation now. Also, picking them they go school till they reach SS3, ready for take course. They're not able for take course. Now their fault.
And when they reach SS3 though, actually, no, we don't go SS3 though. You reach the youthful age at some point.
Yes,
some of them, if not all.
Yes, they're not able for take the words. Now their fault. To me, I go tell you say no, because they are not the principals, not the school administration. Whatever happened between the Ministry of Health or AYEC or among with the school, we make that school day not able for sit to us. Now then 3 body then they for able for answer that question. But the picking don't go school till you don't reach S3. And 1 year for me not sit, it means 1 year wallowing into poverty. Again. Because if it be sit a pass, it just get 4 more years forget. If na then social sciences or arts they go into. If na then apply sciences or law, possibly 5 or 6 years. After that, you see yourself say, and now don't get something for use for go forward. But adding 1 more year could mean more year in poverty, more year of dependency. So youth then, the government first of all need for continue for clear out some of them blockways here before youth then. And secondly, me think say I don't in a college 5 years. For some of we start from certificate, we go to diploma, we go get degree, some of we pursue, go get masters, or even at the point of degree. Someone don't spend like 6-7 years for get degree, apart from primary and secondary school education. Just na university. You don't spend all that time there. Then we come, field work, for go community, you don't put 5-year experience what you need. These are systemic blockade before you today. And now we country, I not say for the one the way they born now, na them big tongue here or Freetown, McKinney, or but some of we now where we kid on 7 year, 8 year, now they decide for send we go school. Some man 10 year, now they master school. Some man at the villages. So by the time he spent 5 more year, 6 more year na primary school, he done 16. 6 more year na secondary school, he done 22. He go university, more say he go through the certificate like how I mentioned, he spent 7 years under. When you add that to 22, that is 29. You can ask and say he need 5-year job experience. So it means say they need for make the youth service effective. And today, government can work with partners the way graduation they happen, especially the one the way do well. They're able to tell we say from this batch we go take in 5-10 people there.
So what you want to
If
talk about?
not-
So what you want to talk about the NYC? Because I feel like they are doing extremely well.
Well, I like the word you feel. The reality is not what to me they see.
I think they're in batch 7 now also.
They are in batch 7, but if you take a survey, waiting at the impact, how many people they graduate per year across all disciplines, all colleges, universities, how many NYC they enroll? It's sad for understand say even the NYC for enrolling, and sometimes you need some sababo or some extra effort. It's rather unfortunate that we presidents or other echelons of leadership can make them declare meaning good for the country for go before, but we wait for implement them policy statement, then they decrease, then they will they become a problem to the very wishes of the leadership. It's a good wish, it's a good plan, they are pursuing it. They work in the private sector, and I don't they see them, they ask we say, any one way you take on board, we need a data of that. But I don't think say, no, that are the only thing. Because more people dey na the street we need for work, we get some ability for do a level of work, we not get work compared to other than they be enshrined into the places of work.
Michael, I'll bring you into the National Youth Service, program. We're in batch 7, but differently, this is a concern we myself don't get so far. We youthful population don't get the specific stats on that. Plenty, if not above 50%, not all people will get that kind of university education. Some at some point drop along JSS, some senior secondary school, some MPSC, and now they are youth without that kind of a formal education. How would we break this?
I don't get much understanding about the NYC.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't get more understanding about that because I don't know how did they go about that and how did they take people there. Understand? Because me, the time when me sit to us was 2012 back then. Yeah. And in a private university I go, Blue Crest.
Okay.
So I don't get any understanding about how even the government, the FBC, I don't get any understanding about them. So I don't tell you anything concerning that day. Yeah.
So how we will break this? Because at some point, as I say, 50%, if not above, of the 60 to 70% of the one then we our youthful population them. Not so all man you feel like get that kind of education up to university level. Some can stop at primary school, some JSS, some SS. How we go actually make we youthful population be a healthy nation?
Create more skillful job, not to pass education no more. Beaucoup they send a different country the way don't travel go before, understand? More skilled job than they will actually say some of the youth then go attach, and at the end of the day they know will get the government blame. You understand? But the main thing about we just feel say everybody forget that kind of education day. You understand? But there are other things in the way they do where I feel say you go able and back and make money out of it. Yeah.
So let me set you guys together on this. The lifestyle of young people.
Yeah.
I don't talk to plenty politicians where they tell you say young people, if given the opportunity, then will misuse the opportunity. I don't want to go deep into waiting some of them say, but you look at when young people get money, the kind of life we they live. I don't know the right word for use, but you want to believe that this person not even prepare mentally for take up responsibility, because when you feel like young people get money, you go on for live the best of life way you feel safe for live. Woman business and another concern, you feel like going to plenty humanizing stuff, and in all this way they happen, they weaken with elders and mindsets for say they are not ready for change. I'll start off with you.
Any politician where they talk that one day, he asks himself the question, say the current youth generation, who side and get this lifestyle from? I think say make they talk to we self.
So who get the lifestyle for me?
They say waiting for before foot. They do not turn back foot the fella.
So is it that youth? Well, I think I'm a 10 for agree on that part. So you go. So that means young people not ready for change because you want for
no, they come.
Way bad. Then I'm afraid you're not ready for change.
They come. So first of all, before I cast blame on somebody, I look at myself first. So now let's assume Namina the politician. Which examples are the show? But the other thing also. You no go take me, I don't want to work on this epic radio. You give me a managerial position at this epic radio. You know, show me how for function inside here. You get for monitor me, you get for mentor me, you get for make sure they get what they call development, where you develop yourself on the job. Not for me, you can't just dump me because me na your nephew, me na you party member, me na your constituency member, or I don't get degree. The way you give me, you just abandon me. You go about life. You know, ask even how they do. You know, there are not much checks and balances. I'm bound for mess up many times before something I go even pick up. The lifestyle with youth, that they are too. Plenty people, they live their life like tomorrow no day. And that make people go work. Even, for example, now where we get financial challenges, funding challenges, some man go to work tomorrow, work no day for them, not even getting for it. Because not been a plan in life. And then they get for affect in mental well-being, in psychological well-being. Now where you don't use for live a certain lifestyle. So me, I think it's a collective responsibility. First, I get for know as a youth, who side I want for go, I get for map myself, who side I want for reach and plan my life. And me as politician, as leader, I get for make sure say I follow up on the one day where they lead so that they not fall into the ditch. I able for guide them off the ditch, they able for get a pathway in a life in terms of career, in terms of economic development, in terms of national stability, in terms of generational capacity building. So when I am reached to retire, to the point of retirement, I will be able to retire without any fear that this company that I have worked for the last 40 years is going to crumble. This nation that I have built for the last 50 years is going to crumble because I'm not sure of the ability of those taking it up. So as much as the youth, we need to look at our lifestyle, the way we carry ourselves in terms of investment, in terms of economic pursuit, in terms
you
of...
want for believe say youthful population gets a progressive mindset?
Yes. We get a progressive mindset. I want to believe that. Currently, in the current political arena, when you go to the executive arm, who is the chief minister? They fall within youth. You go to the legislative arm, one of the key people where you go tend for imagine, say if they do well in a parliament, if they represent issues. Now, Honorable Timbo, not an old person. So just for name them two, then they at least one forget one side now, one side now. Now, young people then.
The Minister of Information.
The Minister of Information. Now, young people there. And me and you two know say where we go grammar school, we meet Timbo there. Not so? Then time then the 9 Minister Senga they be the Prince of Wales.
Wait out, how impactful, I mean, this don't be created so at some point this in the lives of
it tells you opportunity in the challenge. Where then why I don't get the opportunity in that platform? Are they delivering? Yes. So if the platform is not there, then you will not be able to see me on a national scale. But then why I thankfully don't get an opportunity for get a stage nationally for serve, and you they see the output where they happen. Not so? So until youth then in we field of job, employment, in the commerce, in the health, in the education, in the development world, until we get the platform. So just imagine, before you come in, in this country, if you go for Bay College, on a 60 day in a class of 100, 60 people get out of 100 A, and they query the lecturer. Then they tell you, say, may this paper be remarked. But if 78-90% get B below, they will not call for a remark of the paper. And then they no say for make a get platform internationally for get good scholarship. Go improve myself skill. Why? I need good results. The lecturer, waiting people they do their explanations, myth around that.
Okay.
But why? My question is, why you not go query a lecturer for a module where all man fail, but you go query a lecturer for a module where all man get A? So how the youths go before? And majority of the people in the classroom learning are youths.
Okay. So that being in Michael, you want for agree. I mean, initially I talk about the lifestyle of youth or youthful population. I mean, if you believe that how they do things, you believe that we get a progressive mindset?
No.
Okay.
No. I will take myself an example. Just like my brother saying, so many of the youth don't get so many opportunity.
But they don't misuse. Yeah.
Like me, I don't get so many opportunity because me not a footballer actually, and I don't sign a contract now like Liberia, where them they pay me huge amount of money. So like what come salon, that money what feels for use for better in your life in the future. I can't embark on taking drug. You understand? And most of this youth now,
that's been influenced by peer pressure.
Peer pressure.
Okay.
This is not one of the reasons make I feel say this country really need for focus on mental health, because so many youths not able to control depression, anxiety, and peer pressure. You understand? Me came back on drug, money all thing done. And I tell you say 80 to 90% of the youth in this country they on this drug abuse. Some man get good job be done this drug abuse.
And some man they spend plenty for money.
Because tramadol first na drug. And you look at the rate at which people and them one then you will feel say now for just now, but in the future you go for regret and say I don't miss so many opportunities. So even if you get the youth not get so many opportunity, trust me they misuse and back.
Aside of drugs, you want to look at human business as another contributing factor?
Addiction, human business.
Okay.
Yeah, but drug abuse, not the hour every day. The other because I will tell you say 90 to 95% of the youths there. They into drug abuse. Not only kush, because most people focus say kush are the only drug, but the ecstasy, the molly, the flex, and tramadol.
So at some point you feel like opportunity don't present itself to youthful population.
Yeah, so many
plenty back they misuse the opportunity. Yeah. You agree with them? Yeah.
Well, I don't want to agree.
Why?
I don't want to agree. Fortunately for me, in the work in the slum.
Well, of course, it gets a story as well.
And at the work in the slum also.
But it gets a story as well.
Yes, it gets a story. So you know, go take one in a million, you conclude. And
so I will tell you, this is a honest opinion.
In your story, now a very good example, in fact, for Bill my case.
Okay.
First of all, because it gets progressive mind, it don't realize any mistakes. Every human can go into mistakes.
How many young
and
people?
Now,
how many young people will realize the mistake?
And now, you not just realize a mistake, a walk off, a go set in life. Whilst it is put in life in order, it also now they work with people then for me they understand it, the telling story.
So somebody wants to tell me, hold on. Somebody wants to tell me, say, as a young person, when you're zero, when you don't get nothing, you get brilliant idea, you get a positive mindset. I mean, you believe that if I get 5 million euros now, it go able to solve half of my problems. That's the ideology. That's the idea around young people. But as long as you get 5 million euros before you face, You're a different person.
Well, every motorman gets how they live in life. But money, power are two things where they change everybody. Either it change you in the positive or it change you in the negative. Now, I not go call, and I know say not ethical, but I not go call name or a set of group, but we get a particular set of people in a salon. The time when you think say they not get nothing, at that time they earn more. And then they save for rainy days. I know say you go don't sabi the set of people then they where they really they earn, where the income they can at that time they they see them. They know they use luxurious cars.
So how would generalize this? How would generalize this?
A certain set of people, the youths. Let me build up something.
Okay.
As we begin get something, so now that time they want me to know say we able to live na big goals, live life with cars.
So that's the mindset of young people.
Well, no, I am not just talking about young people.
But we'll focus your attention on
Are they come? So even a salon generally, I don't give you this scenario. It exists. The same thing come down to now generational people, youths. Even you picking at children as a child, they launch the amount the way they go with in a school for lunch for the day, they change in lifestyle. Same thing come to youth. Some man no don't get mentorship. I think I don't mention them before. They don't get mentorship. I did discuss with somebody 2 days ago. He tell me say this person take me, help me, I get woke. This person 30 days, he call me, he ask me, what you they do, no mess up, na this you for do. They put them on track. So for me, not to just for me the youth then get the opportunity.
So basically, we leaders then don't feel the youthful population. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
We elderly people to put it that way instead of leaders. You agree?
I don't want to use the 100%. Word fail, but I want to say the example not strong enough.
So you agree? They don't. The elderly people. You agree?
100%.
Well, me not go say they don't fail, but I go tell you say the example not strong enough.
You mentioned something just now. We talk say we somebody not get money, they get the idea for say okay if I get this money and I so now I want to do as soon as the money come. Now I will tell you say this particular generation, this youth, the Gen Z. The Gen Z, because that's why they call it Gen Z. If you not get nothing, you get all them plans, then they, if that money they can have now, but you go unbox the Ramadol, one this, like what's the plan for do? So say in the next 2 to 3 weeks or 1 month.
Do we find such lifestyle in university students?
It is starting from the schools now. Schools them. Senior secondary schools before you go university. Because I don't go university graduation one the way the amount of drug I see. I just ask then can talk to people and about drug abuse. The youth we only focus now. The time I tell you say 90 to 95% of the youth population of this country.
I not go agree with that.
Of the youth population of this country.
I know say the number
back
is
on
huge, but that
now make I tell you say we only focus on the kush because now everybody will talk about now. But I tell you, most people that with a bigger and okay job, they are into this tramadol, ecstasy, flex, and cocaine. I'm telling you this. The youth. But we just don't clarify people and say, don't want to down the slum. There are people that they on focus on kush. And we only focus about the drug business in this country, in kush. But tramadol, that the highest rate of the drug back. We put it take in this country. They take more than kush. And most of the one that they take are the youth.
So do we have hope? We got hope?
We can't be hopeless.
Because what they talk about, so now future leaders then we are talking about, and from what we are sensing, like the mindset of young people
so
themselves.
In the first place, the youth they're not supposed to be future leaders. We are the leaders. Let them give us the opportunity to lead.
How the opportunity to come?
There are many we ready
So if the opportunity presents itself, then we misuse them.
But no, we don't misuse them.
But
Francis Benkefala not misusing opportunity.
You're talking about Francis Benkefala.
Senge, the information minister, the parliamentarian Timbo, you talk of other young people there, even the leader of the opposition party na parliament, na young person.
I'm happy when you talk, you can go down the slum. And there are so many people down the slum who get so many opportunities, but then they get the opportunity and then misuse. And now they call names there. And there are more than 2, 3, 500 to 1,000, 2,000 people.
And they
we
work
get the
at
opportunity
Susas Bay.
And
they work at Looking Town. They work on a project where we call Touching Minds, Raising Dignity.
okay.
So when they talk to you, when you engage these people, I know they talk out of the blues. I have been working with drugs addicts for over 10 years now. All me professional life now on mental health, I don't work out. I rose to the point of programs manager and a mental health coalition Sierra Leone. I left now they work in a Handicap International. Me now mental health champion. When a part of the Mental Health Champions Network, na Ministry of Health of Sierra Leone. And it's been put together by the Kofi Annan Foundation. So it means I am in mental health. I am one of the people currently working with the ministry to champion the mental health bill in Parliament. And I have engaged youths that went to school, youths that went to university. As far as university, I have engaged youth that did not go to school, youth that are educated but living in the storm, youth that are not educated but also living in the storm. I have come across shapes and types of youths.
Okay, wait.
We have progressive mind.
I get a question, I get a question. You don't ever go to Beach, Okpen? They call it place Okpen. Ever go there?
No, I don't go there yet.
Okay, good. Well, when you go and you go see so many youths, because I work with this youth, the National Youth Dialogue, we then get until the 28th. Now I've been to Mani. We go for go shoot a documentary day, and I tell you so. We go for the day we go for go shoot a documentary. We meet 2 people that don't die because of the cover the body. Then side the way they go, so I will tell you, say now like the kindergarten size there. You get side the way they go, you really meet more than 500 to 1,000 people there. They go addicts. So man will tell you say na paddy couch and I come all the way what alone because the self-fine push make a camp.
You want to peg this or tag this around laziness? It's how youth lazy, sorry.
You're lazy. I'm not going to take at that man because I will tell you say most of this youth now people and we get opportunity but the misuse. I'm telling you this.
But you want to work hard.
Yeah.
You want to believe you say they are lazy.
No.
A youthful population.
I don't want for things say they are lazy. I know youth are not lazy. Youth are not lazy. Even the one that we na addicts, they even will go do the wrong thing, just forget for buy the drug. So that's not sign.
That means they're hard working.
Yes, it's a misplacement of priority.
Okay.
It's a misplacement of priority.
So if somebody will steal, that's not lazy.
If
somebody will steal, for go buy the drug, that's not laziness now.
No, but I tell you, say then they do something. I know they make the wrong thing.
Stealing are the most important thing for.
I tell you, say the wrong thing. So it cannot be justified. It is wrong. It is not acceptable. It's a crime.
And
stealing. And I agree with that.
Anybody an addict. The fact that you need to work and get your money,
you're lazy.
You always the steal. Anybody when are addicted to drug, the fact that you don't get source of having money, you the steal. And that make you the stories and get you say some people when they start to do this, they begin thief something in a house. They begin selling property, from there begin stealing a house. So if the person is stealing a house now, possibly hard working a day.
At some point we'll be the drive around Lumley. Well, what say we?
Yeah.
There is this normal situation where they happen along the way you see you command they break motor car. I mean, bra, your body go wash your motor car by force. I mean,
laziness.
You want to peg it as laziness?
No, go wash the motor car by force, not a laziness.
In traffic, they will block it. They will block it. I mean,
as the motor, I don't meet.
You said witness that, okay?
As the
traffic,
the car they give away the glass.
They wash the motor car fine. That for them wash it. They just pass out autonomous by the motor car, and that now where the motor car, where traffic they don't know. So them just they do one because of lane and get that 10-15 years. Not to the actual wash they wash. When you wash the motor car, they get side and they side they wash. Them people are walking in the walk. But that particular people, they do one because of the one going back on the road. A laziness. A laziness.
The 1 million question, how we going to change this?
First of all, I go tell you, say, we need the government of Salone, one, for pass the mental health bill, the parliament.
Good.
Because a lot of things they in that way, it don't be enshrined, we concern drugs, addiction, drug control. So we really they look forward for me, parliament and all arms of government for me them put them together and pass this bill. We also they call on everybody for able for join that. But also I think say we need for make sure we increase the intake of the youth service. The issue of strangeness for me you enter the sababu where you need. I think say me sababu to the youth service for be I don't get degree, I don't graduate, I dey within the age limit are for able for be enroll. Government need for work with corporate partners and private partners, like how even they happen first term, where graduation they happen, where sometimes Orange go kaya say because we go take the first 5 people then we graduate, then the first you don't live down the up. Epic Radio go can say for the one day we do mass come, we go take 5. Or social workers, we go take 2.
So it's about even the youth corps themselves, the NYC, I mean the National Youth Corps, they will tell you, I think this guy, I don't know if he's still there, Onana was the head of it, and the challenge with them they get is about how young people they deliver in their service and where they go for Uganda in different places. I mean, some for make it put up that kind of best behavior, will say, okay, some go kinda, well, I'm not saying it'll happen. Well, I use examples, someone say some, I mean, we're fortunate for working at a banking institution, for get experience. But for make them handle that with care, it's another concern. And the NYSF don't get concerned about that.
So when you come from the university into the universe, you might do something very different from the theories where you don't learn. Or even the applicability of the theories might not be exactly as you be understanding. Na university. So me not been the emergency.
But at some point they go training. I mean, NYS go training. About 1 or 2 months training.
Me not been they expect them say, I just they come, you take me, go put me some side for they do something. I've been thinking a system of mentorship.
But they go through that as well.
They go through that training.
They are going through that.
And then we engage in series
of. But what I'm saying,
they
one day they're in dispassion at different areas. They go through training as well.
People they obviously they not go able for doing.
So how would you describe time management? I mean, you can work early at 7:30, really late on a daily basis. That you describe how serious you be. Is that it?
Yes. Time management, if without illness, without anything justifiable for me, reaching at your office on time, then they punishable.
So is it not something for teach you, for you within you, that I mean, going to work, you therefore be disciplined, self-discipline in time, and all these qualities they mentioned, so they are actually lacking.
All my life, not to so it don't be. So mentorship, they start them in 1 year. I know say me colleague here don't engage for the past 2-3 years. But something the way they tell them, say continue. You keep building. It's a structural thing. You forget the foundation right. And then you keep building on it. And I know say something after 5 years, now you go see somebody 1 or 2 totally change and their life blossom. Then they get more hope, say instead of I quit this venture might continue. So will come on board.
All right.
So you don't just give up on people after 8 months, 1 year or 2 years of engagement.
All right, so we go for a short break, and when we come back, we can look at the goal of with family, schools, and community. I mean, in terms of shaping our youth. So we go for a short break, and when we come back, we will wrap up with the goal of families, schools, and that of community play in the life of youth. Stay tuned.
Me man, you don't go believe this. Orange Money cash out fee don't count down to only 1% for any amount you cash out.
Young lady, now true say Orange Money they charge now 1% for cash out.
Yes, sir. Just 1% of the amount where you want for cash out.
So if I cash out 1,000 leons, now 10 leon no more they pay?
Exactly. 10 leons for 1,000 leons.
So me picking, if I cash out 100 leons, now 1 leon are they pay?
Yes, ma. Just 1 leon for 100 leons.
Wait, bar. If I pull 50 leons, that now only 5 cents are they pay?
Now you don't talk so.
Wow, this one fool me much. I know one day here is such low fee. Orange Money don't make things easy for we all.
Now, cash out for only 1% of the amount with the widest agent network, na Salon. Now the cheapest cash out fee, no more stress, no more high fees, just easy transaction. Orange Money, they any outside you go.
Orange Money, they are for you and me. Tell you body, tell you.
Hey Maria, I see say you give small mark soft drink back. You know say you get so sugar, eh?
I know, but he asked for friend drink where he like. What's in again I go able game?
You don't try Sierra juice? Now you know mommy they give me picking them. You know get better sugar or you compare them to the other juice. In fact, na natural thing them they use for make them. We flop with thing them where they nourish the body, and that's the air for make picking grow fine.
Talk true. I'm glad for you this so, but now the body no more is good for or is sweet na mouth.
Me sister, is sweet. See, make I tell you the best part. Sierra juice they support the local economy as na Salonia then they get all the things them where they use to make the juice. It better for we picking them and we country.
Wow, I not been all this. At the beginning max Sierra juice one time. Also I go able know more about them.
Now for check the research lab, they don't do all their studies for back 'em up. Sierra juice now the smart and healthy choice for we picking them.
For more information, call 077 600 000. Sierra juice, the taste of Salon.
All right, and welcome back to the Epic Morning Show on Epic Radio 99.3 FM and Sleep Television Channel 37, Radio Garden, Choice FM, and of course our Facebook Live page at Epic Radio 99.3 FM. So let's look at probably the goal where we feel like family, school, community for playing some sort of, shaping our youth. For make we get a healthy nation, because for way to do the conversation we don't get now, it seems as if we get a bigger problem that has to do with the root of, the origin, how we come out. So let's start off with you, Ja.
Well, I think say family na the foundation and the very building block of society. Families need for begin with values. I think say they give old dog new name. You dey begin train picking and shape in life right at the moment where you don't get a young. And as they grow, now so you they improve on your discipline and then things today. So mentorship, parents then because of economic situations, they abandon picking to nanny way. The nanny no get much connection with the picking. So I think say we need for begin teach values. Trade where we been they come up small, even though me not to old pa, people, community person go holla pa you. Community person go slap you, go draw you, yes, for commodity. But now if you do that to somebody in Peking, now the person they can't fit you. Say not to you born and for me, not to you they feed them for me. So I think say we get for look at them things a day. And we get for stop for oversight, for give blind eyes to the errors of we Peking the way they small. Because if At year 5, we ignore them. Then go down to at year 7, at year 10, and so it will become a habit. It then go take them to whatever level they go in life. Number one, for the schools, I think say we also get for look at strengthening the civic education aspect where they don't bring into the school system. We get for strengthening, and people get for youths then get for know say this is my responsibility.
Okay.
I think say when you are more mindful of your responsibility, you are eager to contribute positively. That is in fact the best way to earn your right. But we are more conscious of our rights rather than our responsibility and the desire for contribute to national, community, societal, national development. And as a result of we think the state owe we rather than we also owe the state. It's a two-way track.
So it's a pressure to the state. Pressure to the state.
Yes.
The expectation very high.
Youths are also a pressure on the state. So if you have been educated, the state have taken you. A lot of we sit was under government auspices, not so. Especially was except for them one day we in a private school. But you will go to government school system. Now government pay for you for sit was the first was. I don't know if they continue for pay. So you get for after you don't pass through all that day, you get for turn back for get to the home where you come on, you get for turn back for get to your society, you get for turn back for get to the country, and not necessarily in cash. You work where you go do, your lifestyle where you go live, the way where you comport yourself, they represent family, society, and nation.
Yeah.
So we need for strengthening that civic aspect of Sierra Leone. Tell around down. I think we need Sierra Leoneanism, wherein you are Sierra Leonean, I am Sierra Leonean. Just because you are a Sierra Leonean, you are as equal as I am a Sierra Leonean, and then begin forget about discriminating against you because of your age, because of your tribe, because of your political beliefs, and all of them things. These are things. And then things here get categories sometimes in the way they fall under. Because if I begin to point at you, say, what make you behave so now because of that and give you a name out of that, that is stigma. And stigma is a problem, it's mental health. So already politicians, like you firstly mentioned, now they point fingers at youth with laziness, inability for and do well where they get opportunities, as we get bad mindset. You just stigmatize we. How we go thrive?
All right, so I'll be giving you Michael. School, I mean the role of family, school, and of the community. I mean in terms of shaping.
The family, because I believe say now the foundation of every child. Just like when what I say, you get so home the way the mama and papa not get time for the beginning. They work out nanny. Maybe that nanny day. Any career we get from men that beginning, that nanny lifestyle, and they begin get for. But we look back in the other way around back. There are so many people that will come home, now a good home, they get all the discipline we facing them forget, and still go the wrong way. You understand? So me normally say, for easy picking, just take the grace of God. This particular generation, I come to the schools. I don't know if you don't see that video, the way somebody they sell drug, get the picking in a school, na Prince of Wales, JSS. They sell food in the school, then they sell get the bowed and tramadol on the hide.
Allegedly.
Then catch them, then go to police. You mentioned one thing where you say one make them grant bail for mental health, and this is one of the reasons why I feel say the school really for embark on this, create awareness at the schools then. Talk to people and talk to the students and talk to the teachers, and because we see teachers that even don't involve into drug abuse. Another teacher again from Prince of Wales, still normally right now, the smoke kush. Remember, brilliant somebody. And most of them think that happen because of, I would say, depression, or maybe what people expect when you get the job, we can bring that and everything called. So the schools really need for embark on and they create more awareness. Not only on the educational skill money for the teach them, but teach them, make them get for know say these are things that you need to do for control depression. These are things that if you need to abstain from drug abuse. Understand? Then communities again, one of the biggest problems and they because I ever be a hardly see a particular community which I do drug business, one or two people are involved into one. So if they really want to make somebody come on, the community really get for come as one and help talk to people and read the part of them bad thing and try to get rid of them. I'll be standing able to help the picking them for them come and find it all.
Thank you so very much, gentlemen, for an attempt to be part of the Epic Morning Show. I'm afraid we're not able to take calls because of time. And thank you so much. I mean, this is an educative discussion this morning. So I want to say plenty thank you for an attempt to be part of the Epic Morning Show. And to the one that say if we watch you live on our Facebook Live page, I want to say plenty thank you to Una. And before I left now, and with B&B Cash App, you can send or receive money anytime, anywhere. Just download the B&B Cash App today on Google Play Store for Android users or App Store for iPhone users. For any inquiry or for more inquiries, you can call our customer service on 0725000. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for an attempt for being part of the Epic Morning Show. Entertainment and sport are lined up for you guys. Marion, Precious George, all set for the second segment of the Epic Morning Show. My name is Ivan Julius Lee. You have yourself a wonderful and a productive week. Bye bye.
You know they can't once again. So because you get X, we get tech. Respect no they again. Chicken don't come, don't take over. We know they eat fall again. Money man they don't boku, no care for the poor and again. Yeah, for say all the money we dey na the world. Make I no hustle something, I no able for make me own. Yeah, all the money we dey na salon. Make you no hustle something, you no able forget your own. But with the tower, every day, tower, for make you make a move. With the tower, every day, for make you two-tone fool. With the tower, every day, tower, for make you make a move. With the tower, every day, with the tower, them diaspora, with the tower, them a kid too much. With the tower, really, with the tower, with the tower. Man with the tower, they want to go school with the tower, with the tower, every day, tower, for make we make a move, with the tower, every day, for make we two-tone food, with the tower, every day. Fight up for yourself, fight up for yourself, use the orange money, booty and no worry.
Sign up for one online just for go buy top up. With orange money, you don't need for do am again. If rain dey come o, the sun also, or you just want for sit down cozy inside your house, you can buy top up right from your phone. Dial #144*5#. You don't need for observe the weather, take selfie, or to have long queue them again. Orange money they put the power in your hand. Will they allow you for buy top up anytime, anytime? Simply use the orange money app or dial #144*5# for buy top up for yourself.
Dial #144*51#. Now you like it up.
This rainy season, enjoy comfort and collabs. Use the B&B Cash app from you host. You want to send or receive money from your pocket within Ghana, Guinea, Liberia, Senegal, the Gambia, Canada, and any other place. With the B&B Cash app, you can transfer money anytime, any size. But wait, so in October, with the monthly service feature, you can buy top up, pay like bill, and book orders in them from the comfort of your house. Download with B&B Cash app now at Google Play or App Store and start your transaction today. B&B Cash app, you all-in-one solution for comforts and collabs. For any inquiry, call in at the number 072 500 000.
99 Good morning, and it's the start of the week. I'll just run you through on what's makes on the top stories in the world of sport. So Arsenal don't get a convincing 5-0 win over Leeds United in the Premier League, and this don't move Arsenal top of the league. So Liverpool gets 2 players we then signed during the summer. Florian Wirtz and Hugo Ekitike combined cost Liverpool £210 million. Then Arsenal do the same business with £210 million, but then get 5 players from that. So that's the effect of Andrew Beta. So Manchester City do agree personal time with Donnarumma, and the player go left Paris Saint-Germain and join Manchester City in the Premier League. So Tottenham Hotspurs don't finally say they go increase them fee to £70 million for get Sivino for Manchester City, as the player now they get regular playing time with the club. And into the world of boxing, after a unanimous decision, Jake Willie been win the lightweight undisputed champions, after where the judges then been get a unanimous decision, say him get a lot of punches, and that be a deserving win for Jake. And finally, Real Madrid players say they're happy with Fede Valverde for leader them, as despite being a deputy captain, but he don't show strong character that he want to be a very big figure now. Santiago Bernabeu for this morning, or at least we'll get inside sports updates.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to your very first edition of the Entertainment Update here on the Epic Morning Show with me, Big Daddy. Inside with news, Bella Shmurda don't clock 1 billion stream on Audiomack. And moving away from Bella Shmurda, Guinness World Records holder Bessie, of course, don't they about for set another one. And this one is say it want for feed 5,000 people. Wow. A plan for cook one big jollof pot of rice, and we are waiting for see waiting to go do this time around. And away from that one, the April, of course, one of Sierra Leone's finest Afrobeat artists signed under the Eminence. Well, of course, they celebrate 2 million streams on Audiomack, and a long-awaited song we na control. The video teaser is out, and we're expecting it to be dropping anytime soon. And away from April, Big Boss, of course, by Team Double A, featuring King Boss Early, will be out on YouTube. As I talk to you now, you can check them out. And of course, time travels, and this time around, we're bringing the oldies into the new era. So Epic Radio, come October 11, inside FSG Hall, we will bring the oldies corner, where we want to bring this one, mixing the blend. Whether you be Gen Z, you be the middle age, all you need for do, dress as your very best and favorite artist, and come and enjoy with me. The date again, October 11. Away from that one day, we bring Epic Fiesta Volume 2, Part 2. Well, of course, the fiesta we had last year, and this year we want to make her more bigger. So we plan for taking on a Paradise City Aberdeen Beach Road, and the date na November 8th. And we start 12 p.m. in the afternoon where you go car with the family, let them get fun, and of course at 7 then we will start them proper with the mummies and daddies. November 8th and Paradise City Beach Aberdeen Road na the place you need for be. And finally this morning, Sierra Leone new school artist, Afrobeat singer Jimmy, of course, a new song Salon Titi is out now, and it don't clock TK views already. Well, this is all we get for you inside the entertainment news this morning with me, Big Daddy.
For you, so you for take 10 use if you work or they drive you for always take care.
The Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority SLRSA, they tell the general public and then customer them, but the good thing them where they don't put in place for do more for road safety and security for all man. 1. How the mobile station they work. For let the work could begin fine one. Then go begin Monday, August 4, 2025. 2. Easy for make payment and quick. You go use the OneGov payments platform. Recommend them now OneGov. They on board the mobile station for collect your payments them. 3. The authority go begin work with regulation 55(6) from the Road Traffic Regulation 2011. We say all motorcar forget safety tin them. Pan them na first aid kits. Then they sell them now and na by force for all new motorcar where they register. 4. According to Regulation 2.1 from the Road Traffic Regulation 2011, when I for apply for register your motorcar, as from now, the authority they ask say all motorcar where they register now forget title of the person who gets the motorcar or motorcar them from the country where they come out as from September 1, 2025. 5. Section 70 on the Road Traffic Act 2007, they ask the authority forget vehicle testing center them. This now by force for bringing motorcar for let them test them. All motorcar for pass through the motor vehicle testing, what they call MOT, where you not go pay nothing extra, so that you go know if the motorcar fit for the road before then go license them. Number 6, all lorry where the total container now attacking for meet the minimum road safety tin them before they use the road. This now warning to all other get motorcar for fix the motorcar before October 1, 2025. Remember say for jump the law not to excuse, you get responsibility for act safe. We say also get right for do well on the road. For no more, feel free for call the SLRSA Public Relations Unit panel number 076 858635 075 197 896 031 112 323. Now SLRSA they bring this message to you.
Road now for you, so you for take 10 use if you work or they drive you for always take care.
OneXBet values your activity and wants to celebrate with you. Stay with us and enjoy 1x free bet, a weekly reward just for you. Sign up at onexbet.sl with promo code 3SL to get a 200% welcome bonus up to 2,800 leones. Bet on the correct score from Tuesday to Monday and get a guaranteed free bet. Millions already winning. Join your friends and experience the thrill of victory with 1x free bets.
I hope that our visitors would listen to this song carefully, because it's true. They're trying their best to stop our progress with bad propaganda. I mean the foreign press. Bad things are blown out of proportion and spread all around. But the good things of the island they will never mention.
Tony Robbins once said, setting goals are the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. Hello and welcome to the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, where they come to you on 99.3 FM, Slick TV, Channel 37, Choice FM, Radio Garden, and Sef on Facebook. Mina, your host, Marion Precious George. And inside the show this morning, judiciary don't dismiss corruption claims as false and misleading. And also, government suspends 16 non-governmental organizations over non-compliance. Opposition chief whip don't say 80% of government institutions them fail for pay withholding tax inside 2023, according to the audit report. And also, NPPA Executive Director breaks silence on the suspension by the Minister of Environment. All of the stories and more, they're inside the show this morning. Like all time we get inside the studio, people will join me for review and analyze the issues. Now with this, I will make welcome Solomon Sundu, a popular voice inside the show. Good morning.
Good morning, Marion. Good morning, listeners and viewers.
Okay, I also get James Kamaramane inside the studio. Good morning.
Good morning, Marion, and good morning, listeners and viewers.
Okay, and without wasting any time, we'll look at the stories where newspapers report this morning, today being Monday, the 25th August 2025. For the Premier News newspaper, top story reads, food insecurity declines sharply. And also you get Kasafoni land dispute deepens government lease push, sparks local backlash and investor concerns. Another story, judiciary rebutts corruption allegation in 2023 audit report. All of those stories and more, they are at the front page of the Premier News newspaper this morning.
With me, I get the Global Times newspaper. Reads, Dr. Ibrahim Bangura receives Heroes Welcome in Bowl. The main banner headline story, President Bio's visionary leadership, dismantling the two-party dictatorship. MBSSE congratulates the National Program Coordinator for Free Quality Education for the Emerging Leadership Award. And Sierra Leone Judiciary clarifies, new Drivers Union President calls for peace and security. Peace and unity. All this story you go find the Global Times newspaper.
Away from the Global Times, I take the Standard Times newspaper. A big banner headline reads, Land Lease Chaos, Finance Minister action risks legal battle. You see the photo of the Minister of Finance on the front page, Ahmed Sheku Fantamadi Bangura. Also misleading corruption allegations from 2023, AG's report, judiciary fires back. All of those stories and more you will get at the Standard Times newspaper this morning.
With me, I get the exclusive newspaper. The Ministry of Energy to generate 1,000 megawatts by 2030. The main banner headline story reads, for APC flag bearer, Ibrahim Bangura declares in Bo, calls for unity ahead of 2028 election. See the photo of Dr. Ibrahim Bangura. You got another story, say NRA to host WATF 2025. And the final story, say Global Peace Index 2025, Sierra Leone's rank 57. All the story you go find at the exclusive newspaper.
Away from the exclusive, my final take this morning at the Alco newspaper. And top story, judiciary blames auditors of miscalculations. And also fairness and revenue at stake. NRA boss takes on EDSA over withheld GST funds. IGP Selu champions West Africa's fight against cybercrime at Interpol conference in South Africa. And finally, UNDP backs Sierra Leone's drive for transparency and sustainable debt management. All of the stories and more, they are the front page of the AOCO newspaper publication this morning. It is the second segment of the Epic Morning Show, and we'll discuss a range of issues this morning. We'll start off with the one we get to do with the judiciary way don't dismiss corruption claims and false and misleading. And this come about According to the 2023 Auditor General's report, where they make mention of corruption allegations from the judiciary, and according to the judiciary, some of those informations are false. I will go through what in the judiciary say a little bit inside this press release where them issued out, and then states say misleading corruption allegation emanating from the 2023 Auditor General's report. Then say the amount in question relates to court fines, search fees, and fees for service such as filling affidavits. All of this, they say, now something where somebody is supposed to pay whilst they go through the process of any one of them services here where the judiciary they offer. But according to the judiciary, a lot of information from the media, some media officials them report that the judiciary corrupt according to what in the Auditor General report say. But inside the press statement where judiciary pull them say the auditor will not be able to factor or include the findings we then get from NRA and the judiciary after the end of the day for find out about them money. So, but later put inside the report say some activities happen where they not get clear information about where according to reports then tag as corruption activities we get to do with different money them where people them don't pay to judiciary for various services them, and according to them NRA is aware of all of those monies and then they collect as tax, but the auditor them whilst them they do them auditing they're not able for factor some of them things here. So inside the audit report we make during the Public Accounts Committee hearing, the news sparked around media practitioners them that the judiciary involved in some kind of corrupt activities, and according to the judiciary inside this press release, those informations are not true, but then follow the right procedures. The faults now from auditors them we carry out the activities when able for factor waiting and then find out at the end of the day inside the 2023 Auditor General's report. I'll start with Sundo on this particular issue.
Yes, I see the claims. I think mismatch between the the auditors and the NRA. The judiciary they say all fines. When you talk about affidavits, you talk about all the charges in way, then you already outline in the area of filing and the like. Then say the thing they go through NRA, and when you go now that courts, making sure you say NRA office today, then gets then staff. When you go for other thing, you will see the NRA office where you will pay everything, and then they try for say the audits. No, follow up with the NRA documents where they able present. Because one thing where I can talk about auditing, when audits they come, they don't already tell you say they will come now you institution and you department, and that they will raise the area them way them feel say document for come out, and if you not get that document, we don't reach there, then still they give you time. So like for the judiciary talk say the follow-up documents they're not able for track them from NRA. That means now the thing this is what they talk about, that sectorial, intersectorial coordination or interministerial coordination. If the institution don't say we always talk say digitalization make it work. Because if NRA collects, then they reflect, then audits come. Now the judiciary then the audits will lead to that one day, whereas NRA day in the office. So these are the mismatch. Now they do something where they in line with the laws. Because at the end of the day, audit reports don't already get their own. Perhaps then we don't call the institution say we need this document. And all other fines. Now these are the say. And
they get time frame for put all these documents together for make it then at the audit report. And yes, if those follow up documents then come in late, or waiting me understand that in the part of the audit report, perhaps that don't happen.
Well, that's what they say. Yes, why we go into all of this? We don't always talk. If they follow the good governance program, always I talk about we digitalize with monetary issues. That touch where money they can't touch the individual. It must get issues. But if I can, as NRA, I don't deal with the documentations, I don't give receipt. Go and pay to the bank. Let the bank clarify that. Always you need for do. Now then receipts and you submit. And records. Because anything they do, the judicial on one side and who they expect say, and where you go there, you see say everything now by records. They will tell you say this now by records. So they expect them say when audit send on the reach, well they blame the media now for for propagates the issues, and they tell the media for let them be factual, before publications. Yes, correct. Because that now we rule for let you bring out thing for let be factual, make sure so you talk thing way correct. But also this don't they ear in ear out.
This is part of the audit report. So how the media go able for no say the auditors not carry out their work effectively? It already the inside the report say the judiciary gets them kind of lapses here. So how on that now the judiciary for blame the media for reporting waiting the inside the audit report and waiting the public accounts committee say now they loophole them inside the report where the judiciary not able for me talk to.
When you talk about the PAC, the Public Accounts Committee, right? I think saying on that base way they invite the judiciary for clarify follow-up document. Now this I tell you, when once the PAC don't call you before they call you, why we don't do that? And the addendum now we carry it, then they go to pass you go clarify before the Public Accounts Committee. But let us not go into that. Now, make I say, let we put system. Make I tell you, they always talk about parliament. Now they see they go and do oversight. They go and claim say this not happen, and then build and it's by and these are all a role. That oversight now full everything we they do. Now make sure so that money. Parliament is like the arts bit, yeah. But then will come, they make like because they auditor now. If they talk say that this now not get quasi power, we not get power for telling people and say if we not do this, so let we put them thing and they now parliament. Even where they can now, me they talk say the politics they don't reach. Opposition go they look at thing where they no say now thing where they all for do. For me, cut across the opposition or once they all in that parliament, they're all part of the committees of oversight. Let them do their work.
Okay, Manu, what do you think about this? This is not the first time issues of such they come up where institutions go come out and tell the public, say, waiting the Public Accounts Committee and Parliament reports so far, or waiting the Auditor General in report say, it gets some mismatch. And at the end of the day, most times you go get for reach out to Auditor General's office later, and you then go get for tell you that perhaps the time where then people also meet up to the criteria or give them documents here we already don't publish the Auditor General in report or what so. But when they can see say the report still they talk about some mismatch or things so they don't happen before the reports come out now do then can feel say like it's deliberate from the Auditor General in office.
Yes, Marion, you right in some sense, because as I say, you would make I see you right that you mentioned say it don't happen. And these are issues we always question. One of the questions we always ask the auditors now, what are the auditors? Because if the auditors then continue to make them kind of mistakes there, we call them describe as a mistake or lapses from their part, it means somebody will for take them to order. But we don't have those systems set in place. Now for the judiciary, we just mention about the judiciary. The judiciary say they mentioned say the misappropriation of some funds where judiciary they say not to them they collect money. Now NRA they collect money. So obviously if audit they come for audit the judiciary, obviously we go to the NRA file and the NRA file. We get what they call the judiciary get what they call the sub judiciary, the sub treasury. When they pay monies for affidavits, subpoenas and other things. And when you go there as Mr. Sundu they talk, you see it is set up. But the problem is, in not digital at all. Now paperwork, you see them give small paper, you make your payment slip, you go inside and give receipt. It's just paperwork.
Sure.
So no digital business. So some lapses you go for expect some lapses them, especially from the NRA side. Okay. And when we auditors come, they say now we present to them, 90 they take. 90 they can go. So until you see some such issues like this one arise so now, you find out now say there are some lapses. So the question still remains, who are the whole auditors then to book? Because if they made a mistakes there and some institution and they don't want to establish the
what if not a mistake in the other way around?
Well, if not a mistake, there's still need for come to order and come explain themselves. The thing is, PSC don't call judiciary. Now PSC need for audit again, audit service as I do. How
they
will I go about
they can even get representative.
So how will I go about this one? And waiting at this will find out that this happened, waiting at the mistakes, waiting at the how we can correct them. So at least you bring them to book, they know say this is the wrong, and then they can bring out a release or a press release for say wait to whom we bring publish 2023 audit service under the audit report about Salon Judiciary or about this other institution, and we find out say there were some lapses on we part. So may them begin to accept their own faults. So when they begin to accept them faults, we know say if the audit service begin accept them faults, it means other institutions themselves will be very cautious. They will not say, I will not forget the system. If NRA they collect money on behalf of the judiciary itself need forget their file.
Yeah.
If you're not digital, then how you going to forget your file? You cannot go and pay money into the judiciary account where the judiciary itself not book for account for them.
And this amount here is 69 million or
69 million. So it's a huge one. It's a huge one. You know, it's seldom that the judiciary then into corruption act become more public like this one. It's seldom. I don't know. I stand to be corrected. But for this one, I think it really hurts them. So they need to see how they can set up a system. As I said, the judiciary, the treasury within the law courts, now paper.
So in all of this, according to the press statements where the judiciary pull, then they blame the media for reporting something where they know and do proper checks on and looking at the public accounts committee's hearing or sitting and the auditor general report. Something go come out inside there and journalists them report them and later come and bash at them, say they report something we know for misinform the public or so?
No, I don't feel saying any for blame the journalists them. One thing, journalists they get their sources from different area. Now, either that report, the journalists don't get their source from the 2023 audit report. They don't get their source from PSC sitting. They have to report. You cannot stop them, not because of the judiciary. So I'm not going to report. If myself are the practice as a print media journalist, I will have to report. I will write that news. I will publish them. The fact is, always try to see how you can keep your data within. Set up a system where you know say they're not going to call you to book. If you are called to order, you are called to order, and journalists will publish. Definitely journalists will publish. You cannot just silence journalists because now judiciaries will not go publish. No, we can publish. Then get it right with it. Sometimes say, we matter certain matters, the government court, you go see certain judge will say, we don't want this matter to be published. Any journalist who publish this matter, you will be called to, will be sent to Pademba.
That's not for inside.
Yes, inside they squeeze the journalists enough for publish certain things. But this one, no, you cannot squeeze the journalists. They have the fact, they have the publication. And they went to PSC. Some journalists can go, they go sit on a PSC. Why is the city they gone? Then they write what they hear. So you cannot stop them. You cannot stop them.
And that's a sub judice, like where the prejudice matter within a court. But like this one, the the Public Accounts Committee, the auditor, the representation.
So if the PSC not be one journalist them for reports and for don't say premature publication, is it standing order 72 or so or 75?
So now that's one thing.
So if the Public Accounts Committee not say that's to journalists, the judiciary
so the journalists get right for publishing the see. That is my point because it's open. And we see the Public Accounts Committee they try for do now. The one for made it thing open. Let be as transparent. Let them look at them, say that they do their work, that kind of thing. And so don't come out. I think say journalists have the rights to do the needful.
Okay, we just don't be joined by Bobo and Kamara inside the studio. We go join me for more analysis. Good morning, Bobo.
Yes, good morning, Marion. Good morning, viewers and listeners.
Okay, away from that topic, there we look at another. I will get to do the National Public Procurement Authority. No, the NPPA. Sorry. Where the executive director, this BNTM, be received suspension from the Minister of Environment regarding some of the issues where they happen, where they say they're not able to protect wetlands and conservation areas in the country. And of course, we run that story there last week. Usai, we discussed the issue of the executive director and the deputy being suspended by the Minister of Environment regarding a lot of issues where they say don't they go on where this particular agency not able for live up to expectation. And after that, they will be get an interview, one-on-one interview with the executive director we na Thomas Fire Camera, we make mention of several things and why he see say the in suspension from the minister now something we not supposed to be don't happen as a result of the issues where the minister make mention of. But make we listen to it and we say inside this interview with Reginald Brian Ojukutu Soya.
Yes, Mr. Thomas Fire Camara, Executive Director, National Protected Area Authority, Sierra Leone.
All right, so basically we there also today for discuss about a letter with the out on social media from the Ministry of Environment and Climate Change concerning the suspension of you as the Executive Director of NPA. I want to know if you are aware about such letter with the out.
Yes, the letter to me address of course. Aware of the letter of suspension.
Is there anything you want to tell the public concerning the letter?
Yes, of course. The Act is very clear on the appointment, and the Act is very clear on the role of the ministry or the minister in terms of supervision, and of course the role of the Executive Director for running the National Protected Area Authority.
Based on the Act, is the suspension legal or not legal?
No, the suspension, the Act is very clear. The suspension
What is the Act say?
The Act say the ministry or the minister get supervisory role, not for interfere into management in terms of suspension and dismissal, not to the minister in work that one day. There is a board. The board now in charge with the mandate for go into then administrative thing then they provided the non-investigation, then find the individual wanting, then they will now recommend for either suspend or dismiss. But the minister will not get that mandate today.
So from the board not ever communicate to you with regards such that they not okay with the work we do?
No, I not ever get any communication from the board with respect to the work we had to do. Yes.
All right. So now look at the minister side. A lot of things. He also talk about hectares of land where the NPA they pay key, and he also say the NPA don't they fulfill their mandate, and he say he also said a lot of things that the NPA don't fail in several other areas. Is that something you want to speak about as well?
Very well, my brother. MPAA get the mandate in the first place. It was established by an Act of Parliament in 2012, as amended in 2022. For make it go manage and effectively supervise the biodiversity and the protected areas in the country. That now we your mandate. May not forget say we all don't see before this time the environment don't become degraded, and they may taking over the NPAA. May real responsibility where I come in and for make sure say all the degraded lands them I try for fix them. Thing we don't well, not to inside one day you go one for fix them. So if you want to make somebody work, you get for them that kind of support for making people effectively work. So they claim now where the minister don't they make with respect to we failing to protect or whatever. It's not something that is new. In fact, the figures that we give out, we're not aware. MPA we are not take part in that research for make we go establish those figures. We're not aware. It's a surprise to even the institution for making we come out with that figure and they for say this part here, now this don't lost, that other part, now nine don't lost, that other part, then that other part they correct, that other part correct. Let me tell you this, those figures are misleading because none of we, now yeah, including me, the head, not take part in that research. So I always question those figures, especially like the one where they talk about the Otama Kilimi losing about 2,100 and whatever hectares, or Loma Mountain, Western Area Peninsula. Western Area Peninsula, we don't know the pressure Western Area Peninsula don't get before they come. Now fix me, they try for fix. So in trying to fix, now what should I don't, whether they pull the pieces now water. The one way they don't be the pieces. Now long term this degradation, this deforestation, don't they happen? They don't report them, data don't show, research don't show, say at least it don't happen from how many years it don't happen. So me come in now, I try for put measures in place for making stop the deforestation. Then the figures and they come out say they don't fail in a manner. How many times we don't they report then problems they also way will they get in with dispensation?
So that's not the report.
The minister, of course, will they get interagency meeting. All the status report will they give in our interagency meeting at the game. I was fully aware of the problems of NPAA.
Right. Until such time where the letter of suspension come out from the minister and all, how you want to describe the relationship with NPA and the Ministry of Environment and Climate Change?
Well, like I said, the Ministry of Environment are in the supervised NPAA. And supervisory role is different from management role. We supervise and see how the thing they go. If you supervise and see say yes, this is wrong so, call the attention of the person when I sit down together and find a way how for amend them. But there have not been the time where this minister don't give support to NPAA. Make he come and say, I will not make the authority don't get vehicles from where they go patrol the protected areas. I will not make the authority don't get bikes. I don't make the authority don't do this. So we challenges them. And there's so many. Why can I not meet one vehicle in NPAA? All the vehicles are grounded. So for me, we were effectively supervised to protected areas then. It's difficult. There have not been any support from EON side. No support. If they put projects then at this NPAA, if they send and go to forestry, who say in there, if they put projects there, project then will for run, will for manage, for make we go able to get support from those projects. If they put them, project where we say don't even take part in developing, perhaps in meetings here and there. When the time don't reach now, if they pull and come out, they can go the project sit at the ministry. It don't create a special body. They like a small unit. That unit they get the potential for even kill NPAA. All the projects and divert them to that project. If you compare protected areas under we and the protected areas that are being privately managed, of course overall now we the supervise. Now we mandate the one. But even the board of Gola, NPAA no did it. Now forestry no did it. We are not getting anybody where they advocate for it. It don't go come with, like I say, with a unit, where that unit it compete heavily with NPAA and even go likely interfere with we own national job we don't give it by constitution. So you see the problems, we are getting a lot of challenges. Staff problem, another one.
So finally, where do we go from here? This issue is still on. Also, how do we go from this point?
Like I said, the letter the board in your soul mandate the one day. Now make the board day and then they act very clear on that. So for the board,
we don't inform the board.
For the board is aware already. Okay. In fact, they don't send their voice for say they don't recognize and the illegal. So therefore, the minister for retract the letter and see the way forward. And so today will not get any information as to whether they don't retract the letter. They meet the second time that now yesterday. We then done and seen a virtual meeting. Virtual meeting. You will host the meeting. You get the regulator.
Well, that's not the voice of the Executive Director for the National Public Protected Area Authority and Thomas Fire Camara. Maybe they talk to Regional Brian Ojukutu-Soya regarding the issue where it gets with the Minister of Environment, where the minister be eventually suspend in deputy because of reasons where it just make mention of insider interview. I'll start with Bobo on this particular issue.
Well, what we need for take into consideration is, according to the last engagement with the Environment Minister, it make it clear some of the areas the way EP they cover will get massive encroachment and deforestation than areas the way they not recover at all. It's almost 3 months or plus now. Takugama Sanctuary closed, right? Because of massive deforestation. And according to the founder, Balai, make it clear, it no go risk for opening the place. People they encroach, who not get on unforeseen circumstance. Who say Motamane and Babu go face to face. And they pay them people there, that they deploy and get staffs, then they, then get some of them building the way that they see. Because when you did you walk, now for protect the area, not for go tell a person no do dandy. Give a report to you boss, let them come over it. But as at now they speak, government they start for demolish some of the place there, but it don't stop. You see, the encroachment still they take place. Takugama lock and let's say the forest cover loss from May 2024 to April 2025, right? Western Area Peninsula National Park, about 713 hectares of land in the loss. So it's appalling. And that side, it get 2 attack catchments the way they protect, right? Looking at the Takuyama Dam and the other one, when I did and so it's not all about protecting Takugama, but protecting the surrounding.
Okay.
Because the Takuyama Dam, it's almost dried up now. The other one at the other and one at the Congo Dam, it look better. Now for you go find take a view, you go see the where the forest reach and the water it overflow. In fact, the water where they waste, it will pass the way where would it catch. So that is another call for concern for Guma. Say the need for the improving the water catchment. So same thing, if we able protect with vegetation, obviously we'll get home for wildlife, and at the same time even the temperature, because this issue of climate change. Now one of the underlying factors.
Okay. Now the executive director make mention of so many things and make so much allegations against the minister. One of them one we discussed a few days ago inside this particular show, where I asked the question as to why all this they happen, and is it that the minister not be aware, say some of them activities there they happen, and why he decide for suspend the executive director. But now it don't make mention of several things, accusing even the minister of opening another agency where they do similar work where they do, whereas them the lack of staff, they not get better staff capacity, don't the lack of a lot of things that way for keep them going or keep them work going.
Well, just like I see, the mandate of environmental protection agency, and for protect we vegetation, for protect we land, right? We forest reserve, and then get the buffer zone, where them for the protect. So then people they milk from the consolidated fund, they pay them. I hope you understand. So I don't know, it's like a breach of concern. Let them take taxpayer money that they pay for the work. Then the evidence declare. If you pay the man for protect, the salary they pay the man for protect, encroachment they take place there, deforestation they take place there, and again other side where they know they pay person for protect. The Tiwai Island Wildlife Sanctuary, then get 0 hectares lost, so it's intact. I hope you understand. So for fish, some of them problem then they. Is it I'll get over all of the system? Because it makes no sense. You the pay person for go protect, almost they
But they make mention of the constraints so that they go through as well as an agency for carry out them activities.
Yes, that they are in cabinet. Some of them think that for they put them across. So now one part the recommendation of the government be don't talk say, okay, for puts or for send a strong signal for the people that they stop for encroach or let deforestation stop now that place. The law begin they broke down houses there.
Mr. Sulu.
Then start for some point. And it stop.
Okay.
And the thing still go on. And like I said, Takugama still locked 2 to 3 months. And we fastly approach the festive season. We don't have touristic sites, Nandi. We don't see now chimpanzee don't be a national animal who go past chimpanzee. So obviously we go for protection that.
Yeah, the executive director makes so much allegation against the minister, talking of the minister sidelining the agency, giving their responsibility or roles to another office where it creates on your own, and this will make them not able to carry out their activities well, and all of the things so don't they happen, including the encroachment, and make mention saying one way the minister aware of.
Well, this we don't discuss this thing the last time. I make what they say democracy sweet. And they tell you, democracy, they cause all of this for make somebody in a position, you need to do work, then we want to take decision against you. You say, they act, then we say, the minister in role, and supervisory role. That supervisory role, una for work in tangents. And I make they talk about the agencies there, and not only under the Ministry of Environment, other ministries. Let's talk about education, Ministry of Information and Civic. The civic is there to educate people about happenings, bringing governance to the doorstep of the people, explaining issues and how, for example, we government talk about, the PR system to the executive, talking about other things. Not that. But if you find out the ministers the way they came most of the time, they're not in line with their agencies, then they want to take their job or you swap. So they make forget clear mandate as to who is who. Like I say, in your role now for manage. Just like way my brother they talk now, your role is to manage the entire, sanctuary or Takugama or the reserve, forest then. The executive director talk about, protection. They not get this. That is why they create that ministry. Because you not get the policy drive for you go to parliament for able justify, and I made the minister there. So I expect say you and the minister want for work in line. In the first place, that they will talk about the minister.
The way I will sound, it sounds as if them or in with the minister, we don't get issues before now.
Now that's how they say.
And if you don't get issue with your minister, there is no way you good work.
Bring them out. You don't call the board. You don't call the board, and you don't call the board. Now get the executive arm. Now they appoint owner. That's what they talk about the other day. Appointments where they go through HRMO. think they get procedural. But the appointment them from president, in they appoint director, in they appoint executive. There comes in the minister, in the field, say they within the executive power, right, within supervising role can be suspend. I mean, can suspend the executive director. But let's look at the difference now. The board, they in line with the executive director. The minister, not they in line. And what's the outline? So for me, enough for don't be public domain safe. This now internal wrangling. We all know say, the resources are, not too much. But then budget say one the outline. Which one I do the money then they? That is the area. Because on the outline say this year, now we plan this. One for do this, one for do this. But they say encroachment still continue.
What if they not receive those monies? Like in budgets for particular activities, but at the end of the day, they not receive the funds.
Let we accept. Their agencies and get their own mandate for right projects. But they talk about climate change. The climate resilience always gets money or fund. One day they not so by go sit down of nice I can say go right projects. Make sure so you meet interagencies the way they fund. Yeah? Now make I say the role of the minister, I think they get for be distinct between. And letting they work in line. Let not go to minister, he hates his subordinate. We don't achieve on a goal.
Okay.
Now go day. Now don't they see so. We don't see that this country who say minister puts all elective mayor aside. It don't continue. Now then kind of stuff would say the executive power, if not positions, if not position with the adverts, they go through HRMO. I think it's not two then cause they need to go for make you put that person there off. Or the one way I own and for waiting, they say fair, not for the sit down, the president said not for the sit down, then see how they go because now it brings still mates to your governments. It bring bad names to your government.
Okay.
But you are not in charge.
Okay.
Yeah, that is what is speaking now.
Done also in a broader aspect, right? The ministry fail. I hope you understand. Then if you decide for limits and now, you go say the agency because it is the supervising minister. You see, so any way they happen and idea. And it intertwined because even the tourism ministry also. I hope you understand. Because some of them partner they not get touristic attraction.
And the question where I asked the last time we got the conversation that if the minister are aware of all waiting to go on, and it's seldom rare for make all these activities that happen, including encroachments, the ministry or the minister not aware because one thing we get for do to you role as a minister, perhaps you therefore to do oversight visits for know how sectors them they do.
Of course.
If, in as much as you get the agency where they look at those areas, you as a minister and your team supposed for to do visits for know how those places stay.
So that now one of the questions there now. Looking at Los Itakugama don't close for 2 to 3 months. What has the government done to reopen?
And the minister not go say no.
You know, the last press conference, it make it clear. He say the side way the protection agency did more encroachment, more deforestation they take place there than other side.
If I declare that one on that
so it don't get it don't indict the agency and even the administration. You see, so it's bad. People learn for the can together, allow they take responsibilities. I hope you understand because you the milk from the consolidated fund. Okay. Now taxpayer money that they use for pay for protect their side in there. Sure. So if you're looking at the land where they don't encroach the deforestation where they take place there, then you go ask yourself, say, what really are we paying them for? Yeah. It needs less for what they pay.
In this case, so you sense anything we get for do sabotage from the ministry.
Well, I know
sabotaging the agency because the executive director make that clear. Say the minister are aware of those activities and even the funds them wait for they come to them for carry out their activities. The minister they send them go other agency we create also.
In a broader aspect, they all have failed us.
Okay.
I hope you understand. They all don't fail we.
So
it's all about the blame game.
The person who appointed them, the president is listening. I think saying aside for let's take measure like this because I mess. And this not only day within the environment ministry. It cut across. I don't mention civic education, where civic for the play vital role on Boku send them. So the ministries and President Bioga for Sudan and control
like the National Council for Civic Education. You know they sit and they work hand in hand with the Ministry of Information and Civic Education.
So these are the issues. And when you don't know about them kinds of me don't sit down, I don't write, I don't pull something about that. I think this letter partner I don't sit down now. Let the president tell the ministers and say the agencies there, the importance. a very significant.
Okay.
Look what they talk about the TSC, the Teaching Service Commission. Look what they don't do for without 4,000, even though there are, small doubt where they say they'll be not verify some.
But there are lapses.
There are lapses.
Yeah,
but let the agencies then work. That is the point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because even the president, the decision would then take for begin demolish some of the houses there because of the failure of the protection
ministry.
agency there.
Yes.
Besides for protecting encroachment, they take and I threat to the wildlife.
Okay.
And now here is situation where imposing goes there, the work under meet up with Babu. Now how we fix situation now.
Okay, we'll move away from that topic then. Look at another one we get to do it. The Ministry of Planning and Economic Development, we don't suspend 16 non-governmental organizations them over non-compliance. Well, they make this known inside a press statement where they issued out on the 22nd August this year. Also, they make mention, say, them non-governmental organizations are not only comply with the established requirements then for operate as NGO after a comprehensive review we then do for look at the operational landscape, then come for find out say 16 organization them non-governmental organization them they operate inside the country without complying to the measures where they don't put in place as a ministry. So therefore they don't suspend these organizations effective from the day where the press release come out. I'll start with Bobo on this one.
Well, now a good reform, I hope you understand, because we'll get some of the NGOs there. Them, some, I'm not going to say they're not registered, some due to some funding also, because, NGO, they get for pay the rent, they get for pay staff, they got activities then for undertake. So some, they died out along the way. So it's necessary for let them weed some of them out. Let them try to go see how they go get themselves back together, or usai 2 or 3 for come together, because if you push one goal, then una 2, 3 can come together, share idea and say una go posit one goal. But forget group of NGOs, una need do nothing, una then they wait. Funding can be very difficult for the actual people can undertake some of them things. You get some people where they registered some of the NGOs there, then just then at the back. Right project, just the milk right project, not no specific goal. So this is not a good one for track down the one that were active from the one that were really inactive.
You think soon that we have more NGO than where they operate without going through the NGO policy framework than this 16 number we say, because every now and then you just see a lot of people they come out they say I don't get non-governmental organization or whatnot.
Yes, I think this don't they cut across the country. When I remember the last meeting with Slango, that you therefore they in line with all in various ministries, and if you outline, for example, your operational area, extra day where they come, as we say, NGO get thematic area of entrance. Then you can go sometimes they tell you say get for comply with your office, for all these things are office criteria. The space, staffing, and the like. Definitely. But my brother mentioned something that we very significant way in funding. Okay. Now, Boku NGO don't they wrap up? There's no funding, and for let them meet up criteria we set up, it's very difficult. And the area we may look at within government, and then duplication of operations. Okay. They operate in this area. They use FCAM. Now make you see now we go for go operate within the regions. You projects, they make sure say the people understand what they can do. Then the district council for know exactly, because perhaps that same project somebody they do. So then can tell you say, okay, this project is here, and then at this particular location, we can move on from this point to another point. Okay. So I think it's a compliance issue. We don't they happen. Government in, government out, then they happen. And now the NGO world, the governments make a reveal this. Most of the projects and government get for say yes, we are working with these people. So you get to look at all of them in again.
So before ever you get any projects,
government get for approve attestation, get for this, something right, but project, I make you see all of them stuff in the way they happen within you and government. We can always say NGO, you are non-governmental, but it doesn't mean you don't work. You work with, not for. That is the clear distinction.
So do you think there are specific measures where the ministry and Slango, as you make mention of, or put in place as a way for stop or minimize these activities of people forming NGO without going through the right procedures?
Well, I think you go start like what my brother mentioned. Some can start. You just start, you do all things, but along the line, because of funding, you short. But a good again for the ministry for let it do in work. Now we talk about checks and balance. By doing so, then can go back and say this line don't find way for. What do they need for? Right? It can it can resolve.
Okay,
you can also the first time this for it happen every year in year out. Then see they happen.
Okay, away from that, the final topic we'll deal with now, I'll get to do the chief whip of the opposition at parliament don't say 80% of government institutions them fail for pay the withholding tax according to the 2023 Auditor General's report. And of course, we will discuss issue where similar to this one, GISNO, we get to do it, the Auditor General's report, and year in, year out, these issues don't they come up inside the report, and it's not strange that institutions every Auditor General report you go see would I not they pay withholding tax, would I not they pay GST or whatnot, as a way for help the consolidated fund, Mr. Sundu, and all of this, some of these issues now can bring waiting happen at the judiciary. So where some institution them not on they pay withholding tax, GST or payee, or perhaps they don't get one or two faults along the line, and the auditor they're not able for factor waiting actually happen, and they can put at the end of the day saying that this we find out say not on the happen, and those institutions can go offended at the end of the day.
Yes, if you look at the laws, the withholding tax, like before now be 5.5, but because of the free quality education, then put NRA demand fees say them for put 1%, so you don't go 6.5% for every business transaction where you do within ministries, departments, and agencies. Then they then get for Poland day. But again, you want for ask as we talk about digitalized system, where institutions in the whole money they you go actually ask you yourself where they cut that money from, where you know the company, they don't cut you money, you they feel say yes with the NIA tracking. Like we only you enjoy that benefits. You with all in tax they go now you separate accounts. Where now the NRA they give you returns. Where now they go do everything. But this now the lapses. And when you look, most of them government institutions are the one the way they do the with the transactions there. Then they give them thing in there. So that boils down again to the National Revenue Authorities. I talk about digitalized system. Let us digitalize our system so that we will track denting in the way ministries, departments, and agencies. Very simple. Projects in or contracts owner they give within the year, physical year. We're able for know exactly so don't give 10 companies, 3 companies, all denting and they are able for put them together with digitalized system. So for me, I think the NRA get for do more in that. And audit service, most of them and they may they say if a nice for let them work with, I think say NRA in that direction again. Like how no more they don't get MOU with the Anti-Corruption Commission.
Okay.
Yeah, I think say the need for they do that. So that's then issue of audits. Don't find out say they not they pay with all in tax. Then again, I go to the members of parliament. All of them, they are in this oversight. But when we talk about would they limit the thing to opposition, it's like would they limit the parliamentarian their work. These are their work of oversight. They not pick and pick. If they continue for the follow, their ministries, departments, and agencies regular checking on day-to-day running of their ministry. They not they intervene like we were about MP intervene or this.
They go able to target every aspect, every area.
Oh yes, they are too. That is why they have this committee. They are powerful. Parliament is powerful.
You know that the committees are powerful, yeah, and then they can carry their oversight visit. Mainly or mostly, they can tend for focus on other areas, other aspects, rather than focusing on issues we get to do with taxes.
When I then start and they again the opposition they look at both, even the SNPP it's away than they na opposition. Now that area didn't be say audit report don't report say na so amount of money. In fact, now that audit report now lead to the report when the transitional report will lead to the commissions of inquiry.
How about PSC putting more stringent measures in place as a way for all those way fall short accountable and able for pay them money then they with with fines at the end of the day.
I agree. Now make I want for tell the current Speaker of Parliament the Deputy Speaker with in charge Tower. They do tremendously well for the probe into that kind of stuff. Then they and if you see the good governance talk on that yesterday, the Transparency and Accountability Committee or PANC, if they continue for do their work, I mean, they continue for probe into ministries, departments, and agency. For now, we don't see exactly, any kind we talk about this few 10 way, deputy speaker don't take over. I think say parliaments don't they waiting, but let them do more. We need to make them do more, not so by politicizing. For say, well, if I, don't fact the pig on the market day, do the work first later. That's how they minimize all of them stuff, because if you do your work well, you oversight the implementation outside institutions, they say they go implement it, they make audits in work reduce.
Okay, yes, Bobo, as a way of wrapping up on this particular issue, we get for do it 80% of government institutions they not pay withholding tax, and according to the opposition whip in parliament.
Yeah, the issue is future of the 2023 audit report, definitely. Not to the opposition, we sit on and corner frame this result. And it's very appalling because some of the issues they are in, audit reports this year, next year, they keep coming up. They keep coming up. If they happen this year, next year, they expect for later same thing happen. So we need to put out some measures. I hope you understand.
Systems and processes.
For put a stop to this, because some man they do and this year, you do and the other, they keep on doing and say he left that position, the other one can't keep. So it don't become a norm now for them. Say this not why I forgo, because with all intact, definitely you supposed for peer. But not to the first step, there is some ministries, even light bill. And so some of them should have the car up the car, and like major loss for government. Sure. I hope you understand, because some of them money there now they use for the health facilities, the free education, with the feed salon projects and many other things there. Okay. So we really need for they put some stringent measures for the people that they abstain for they do some of them in there. Okay. Because not to like anything new, So man they tell where the auditors then they go to the office for go to the auditing, right? Then now they pull some of their supporting documents there. Sure. So when we talk about the judiciary, then I just one issue about the 69 million, right? Other one there about over 200 million where the pull now the judiciary account, but they not able to account for. Auditors then go for go audit. They not able to give supporting document for backup then claim, right? And they even
so they just get for reports waiting them.
Definitely. So if you say it no happen so, though you not pull the document for justify why it no happen so, then come on, there is a call for concern. Then also the audit people even put one other side back say for judiciary services then they overcharge people then. Yeah. It then the report not to frame up story, right? So some of them think they need for the going depth. Okay. Try for figure out, because if you say you not be paid this money at so time before you come out for country, if you don't pay, receive them for don't day out for justify say you don't pay, because you're a journalist. Yeah. Journalists gonna go be say this is not classified information. Yeah. I hope you understand. Journalists go don't go well. I can't. In fact, for day one with reports for interview, they become very difficult. Even situation also man the right to access information. It will become very very difficult.
It take weeks, months.
Yes. So some of them document for day. Where journalists you pull the document and say that this na the receipt, this will be don't pay, this withholding tax will then be future. This na the receipt will not be pulling for the auditors then blah blah. Even the issue of overstaff. Some man they say get 50, 200 staffs. The way they come for audit, so 10 or 30 the show up.
Ghost worker.
Yes. So auditors can 1, 2 treat them. Obviously, they go raise eyebrows say whether other staff there with their name day. Okay. Right? So the issue of auditing now to go for the take back very seriously. Okay. If at all you not get nothing for it, some of them staff there for the come up.
In fact, if I have one thing and the way it make the accountability aspect of governance be strong.
Yeah, it's
and like we auditor money the can for can do publication. They advise as to waiting on for do. Okay. Like make within the ministries, departments and agencies and get internal auditors. So you can ask yourself within the internal auditor they do at the ministries of
Okay.
department agency.
Thank you so
And then
much.
for the look at them flux and the before the external
Auditors.
the auditor then come.
Okay, thank you so much, Solomon Sundu, Executive Director for Be Found, and Bobodan Kamara, journalist and social commentator, for joining the show this morning. All this we get time for inside the Epic Morning Show for today. Thanks to everybody who make the show possible. DJ Wonder give it technical support inside the studio. Abubakar Bendu and Soisi say make una so live on Facebook, and CD the rest of the guys na Slick Television Control. Thank you so much for putting us live on TV. The producers of the show na Fatima Talebi and Reginald Brian Ojukutu Soya. Executive producer Teresa Thomas. Until tomorrow, we'll go join you again with another edition of the Epic Morning Show. Marion Precious George say have a beautiful day and tata.